I was explaining how this is my thing got upgraded because you see this engage button
Yes.
that used to take me. It was a bookmark, and it would take me to a particular anchor tag where we were in my planning and in my story. So every time I loaded up the Google Doc, I just had to click engage, and it would bring me down to where we were.
Nice.
But now that I have a bookmarks, I don't need to do that anymore. But I've kept it there. So I have lore is everything world building pre-campaign and up until current session.
I see.
Current is the marker of the session that we're going to play. And future is like any images, ideas, sentences that I like that I somehow then want to work into our game eventually. And then I have a section for character reference and any tables that we commonly roll. So if I go to like, bam. Actually, I should make this a bookmark. Can I do that?
Oh,
How do I do that?
we're seeing the birth of bookmarks right now. The bookmark.
What if I did this? Boom, heading 2. There it is. I can... Bam, characters.
Is this Google Docs?
Yeah. So this is what I had everyone write for me day 0.
When they pitch the character. Yeah.
And then I took a screenshot of where they're from in the land.
Okay.
And any other notes I took day 0 during world building. So, Rayburn, who plays Moya, a paladin of the Circle of... No, what is it? Oath of Life, or however the natural path.
Yeah.
Her beginning stories, she wrote it stream of consciousness, and I hate all evil things. Okay, I think that's it. The big things are here anyway. And then the friend that she made, Barnaby, and then I started writing about what I found about her particular deity, and then how about her. He said she grew up with some sprite family, so I went and found the sprite stuff, and I've done that for everyone essentially.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to go like, oh, you know this person, and I have to go find their name in the backstory, this is probably where it's from.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da. And your hometown. Then I have tables. So Morkel's brew table. We have a character who is a what's the word I'm looking for? Brew master?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have the table that she rolls to make a drink. And I had another one that I think we stopped using. Oh, but when we were making our secret headquarters, I had the tables here. You see?
I do.
But that got moved into its own separate document so we could do calculations.
Fart butterflies.
Was that one of the
Yeah, I really like that drink. We should absolutely get that
fart
drink
butterflies? It also, there's a lot of 1d3.
now. Ooh.
Yeah.
You're just really liking that weird dice.
I didn't write that. You fart small jets of flame for 1d3 minutes. I pulled this from Reddit. Anyways. So, lore. Blah, 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 blah. Some of it, most of it is copy-paste from Eberron. And then I kind of take it and go nuts with it. So.
Oh yeah, you did do an Eberron main setting, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I kind of just took the geography from Eberron and maybe some of like the political systems, but otherwise, I didn't stick too much to it. And so then here was me planning. I was like, okay, we're gonna have a feast. We're gonna do level 2, level 3. We're gonna solve a mystery. Level 3, they're gonna graduate, or should.
Oh man, I burn like so much of this information when I'm done.
Oh yeah, because it's in a Google Doc. I don't care, right? And then if it's ever like, oh, I gotta remember that friend, I can find it.
Yeah, that's a way better way of doing it. I fucking burn. Not only do I not write a lot of notes, I burn so much of it.
So session 1, right? And then if anyone has individual things to get through that session, I usually make notes of that, right? What the things I gotta remember. If you'll see, the farther I get, I start adding more and more photos, where it's just like, I just need a picture of what this person looks like so I can roleplay them.
Yeah. Especially for voices and stuff.
So I kind of just like, I'm taking notes as to like how, sort of the order I think things are going to happen. Things to keep in mind.
I got a chart off Reddit. I think it's going to become very like super invaluable to me. Where it's just an NPC chart. So I roll a d6 and a d12, and it gives me like, they are practical yet shy. They are cheerful yet broad-minded.
You know what I use?
What?
Who the fuck is my D&D character?
Oh, so it just like tells you. Yeah. It just like comes up with a random generator.
Yeah.
Do you legitimately? I mean, I guess so.
It's the same as rolling, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Then session 2 is when this started. We have a through line in our campaign where dreams are sort of like a foreshadowing.
It's really cool. I really do like it. I've started using it in another campaign of mine.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
And
so this is still like session 2, but maybe I can find and then when I find a monster, I screenshot it and paste it in here, so I can reference that too. Maps, if I need to draw them down on the hex grid or on the grid, whatever, I know what it looks like. Pretty standard, but you'll look for, here's some puzzles. Let's see if I can find a dream section. Yeah, here you go. It was like, I want this guy to be the guy from Great Mouse Detective. Screenshot. And let's see if I can find a...
1,000 words.
Here, therapy sessions. So, here, this is what a lot of my notes look like. So, back to Kingfish. Change scene, right? Dreams. And then I just have like the salient point of this dream that I'm trying to get across to them. And then I sort of begin to describe it and see what they ask or what they want to know about the dream more. So it's like, oh, you see your nose is bleeding. It's like, oh, what's around me? Could I put something? And then just sort of expand off of that.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to send you a text. And this is legitimately like my planning for like 2 or 3 sessions.
Okay.
Oh, no, by now it's like 4 sessions actually.
And so then here is I
want you to open what I send you on screen.
Yeah.
I legitimately want to shock and appall Gavin.
Here is an NPC. So, name, salient point, and then literally me copying and pasting from who the fuck is my D&D character. This. See, here we go. Now I start pasting more photos. I just find a photo Reddit. I'm like, fuck yes, this is it in D&D.
That's the scene. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I go to future, I gotta be careful not to show too much here to Marco. But and I do have other tables I've saved.
Cool.
But whatever. I found this picture. Thick. How is it gonna be in D&D? I don't know.
Yeah, that's just a very aged picture in general.
Did I show you this picture yet?
No.
So there was, I think it was a post on r/D&D, and someone was like, we hired an artist from South America to do an illustration for our tabletop game. And it was a dark druid. We sent him a little paragraph. A dark druid casting brambles and all these weird vines. And so I guess the guy who didn't really speak English well Googled bramble and found brambleberry. And so when he painted the piece, it was a bunch of blueberries.
Oh, great.
Wonderful. Okay, where did you send me this thing?
Just on Messenger.
On Facebook?
No, like iMessage.
Oh, to my phone. I can't bring it up then.
Oh no! Oh, because you have a Windows. What's the easiest way?
Facebook.
I will do that right now. Abracadabra. I want to reach
Zip.
It's okay. I sent it to you.
Okay. I'm gonna paste this into so we can read it.
Yeah, because like me and Gavin were like talking about DMing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Gavin was like, "Oh, how prepare a bunch." I have like another DM friend who's just starting. Was like, "How do I know how much to prepare?" And I was like, "I'm the worst person to ask that."
Oh shit! Hold on.
Because like I prepared for this session for this other campaign.
Why isn't it
probably
cupping?
less than I have for D&D UI. But like I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of like a good representation of the amount that I prepared.
All right, let me copy paste this.
Can't show anyone your spicy Facebook chats.
No, I need to bring it into this screen. There we go. There we go.
So read them out for me.
So we have. Let me try to. Oh shit! Wrong button.
My one hint is Ducky is a character.
Well, thanks. Not Hearthstone. I didn't want that. Ducky lets them have the boat. Are they gonna make a check?
No. That was like a 20-minute campaign plot.
The dragons get their own side puzzle for side equip.
That was a legitimate, its own 2-hour session.
Now, where is the puzzle in these notes?
What do you mean?
What's the puzzle?
Oh, and it was a ship was like rocked on the edge of like a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
And so only the dragons could go on the ship without, because they're like little baby dragons about the size of the dog, of a dog. Because all the players can like have their own dragon pet. And they had to like go on the ship, and like there was a way that they could have like gotten the chest off of the ship without upsetting all the zombies, but they fucking did it, so it just became a zombie combat.
So it wasn't so much a puzzle as send the dragons.
It was absolutely like, it wasn't even a puzzle that like I like had come up with like a way to do it, but they like ran up and like snatched the key right out of the hand of like a super obvious zombie.
Well, my question
came to
is,
life.
you write this down. The dragons get their own side puzzle for side equipment.
Yes.
Is that to just trigger your memory to remember that they have to go on the boat?
Yes.
So you don't write anything about the boat puzzle itself?
No.
Okay.
Everything else from that point on is improv.
Gotcha. So then, was that the rapid skill challenge?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Rapid skill challenge is a whole other part.
It's a session later.
Legitimately, those two last sentences were each their own session.
So rapid skill challenge is them getting down the rapids in a boat.
Yes.
Encounter. What if they wanted to fight the mermaid?
Oh, what does that sentence say? I can't.
Oh, sorry. Sailing Marrow people approach and mermaid the fuck out of them.
Yeah. So that's gonna be them like singing, trying to like lure them into the water.
You've got no names in there.
No.
If they fought a mer person, there's no like stats for a mer person.
No. I mean, I could look it up real quick.
Of course.
I know it's there.
If they sleep, they have the night hag. So this is the
night hag.
This is your contingency plan.
The night has actually already happened. So I blew that one a little early.
Aboleth passes?
That was just like a cool shot I had in mind. Or like they're...
So this isn't your planning doc per se.
It is.
And this is you know what this is? It's a virtual string on your finger.
Yes.
To remind you what's supposed to happen. This is not a script.
So much of D&D for me. No.
And this is why we get beautiful moments like, my name? Elantra.
Is just working with the party. And like,
of course.
I cannot name how many times I've cut out like entire castles just like out of my plan because like it doesn't fit the moment.
Now, scroll down a little bit. You put yourself in their game.
Why? What did I write?
Red gets spoken to by the guards.
Oh no, there's a character in this campaign that just decided to call their character Red.
Oh, one of the
player in the campaign decided to call their character Red, which really fucked me up.
Because your character's named Red in my campaign.
Yes. And
Fair
then
enough.
did you see that like XXXXX?
That's plan more?
No. Below that, I literally just have like a list of names of like people that have already come up.
Oh, so your lore. You do it in reverse order.
Yeah, I guess so. Like things I've established.
Is your most pertinent stuff at the top?
The very top is like turn order. Whenever we're doing combat, I have like a little section where I can.
And then once you do something, do you just nuke it?
Yes, gone, fried, toast. That was past. If I remember it, because here's the thing, it's like the entire one of the big reveals of the last session is that the characters had found like a super powerful magical tome that's kind of like acting as like their home base manager. And I knew that I gave them like coins, like paired coins that could talk to it, but they fucking forgot. So if I forget something, my players have absolutely forgotten about something.
Well, that's probably true with D&D UI as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But in my campaign, that is not true.
No, that's true. You have some pretty dedicated players. But in both the D&D UI...
I had to write down, Barnaby is a gnome. Friend,
yeah.
Remember this.
Yeah, no, in both of these campaigns, I very... immediately impressionable players.
They're occupied with what's at hand.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I think that's the kind of player I do very well with.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think I make it work. It's all about crowd work for me, I find. You know, like working with people, slow this bit up, make this more interesting. Or, you know, okay, fuck, that's not working. Skip this plan. Turn what should have been an encounter into a single check. Turn a single check into an encounter. Whatever is, like, feeling right.
How do I make this a bookmark? Insert. Bookmark? I think. Nope. That didn't work. Huh. Interesting.
So, I've also been reading the, since we're going to talk about, like, new systems.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to be talking about new systems? Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been going through the the rule books for the Star Trek role-playing system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really want to like the system.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I play it, I'm gonna like it so much better in function.
Mm-hmm.
But like the rule book itself is trash.
Well, like we sort of had this conversation in Italy, and I was saying like, even look at the rule book for D&D 5e and what we use from it. There are things that it's like, yep, that's D&D to us, and there are some things where it's like, this exists in the rule book, but that's not how we play, or part of how we play, or part of our idea of 5th edition.
Yeah, because essentially, like, all Star Trek, the rule of Star Trek boils down to is like, if you do really well on a check, you get points to negotiate the story with the DM.
Mm-hmm.
And the DM can negotiate the story, but he has a certain number of points. So it's this like back and forth interplay. But like they have installed so many like redundant systems of like rank and respect. And like one other thing, like 3 systems could do the same goddamn fucking thing.
Right.
Like so many like layers upon layers of like scales of 1 to 10, like really annoying. I don't know.
I want to show you.
Just cannot get behind it. And you want to know what like the worst sin upon sin is?
Mm-hmm.
The artwork in the Star Trek book is awful.
Really?
Oh my god, Age. It's so bad.
Is it like AD&D pen
here,
ink lines?
No, it's not even that. That would be cool because it would have been like retro fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send you.
It's trying to be too cool.
I'm gonna send you like the image that is like the big full page spread for like human, like the species page of human.
Yeah.
And you're just going, oh, that's it. Like it's not even like shock you at how bad it is. You're just gonna be like, oh,
unimpressive.
Okay. Yeah. Although I will say they have like at least like 50 pages at the beginning of the book explaining like the history of Star Trek and how everybody like links together. Like they've really written this book. Like if you do not know anything about Star Trek, you could buy this book and play this game.
Interesting.
I have to commend them on that.
I want to find this is what I want to show you after.
Okay, it's not human, it's going to be Bajoran.
Sorry, who's the Bajoran, Marco?
The ones with the crinkly noses.
Ones with the crinkly noses. Who's
Remember from Deep Space Nine? The really religious people?
I don't think I watched DS9 with you.
No. Thank God.
I'll probably recognize it, though.
No, you won't. Because it's just a garbage picture.
But I won't recognize the race.
I mean, I wouldn't.
You,
Legitimately, from this picture, I wouldn't recognize the race.
hold on, how do I save this?
This is like a full page spread.
This is like a hero image.
Yeah. This is supposed to be like the image that gets you stoked to play this race. Like the image that represents this entire race in everyone's campaigns.
Open with photos. Ooh, here we go. Is that coming through? Oh yeah. Okay, excellent. So off the bat, I can't see anything about this dude.
No.
Unless if it wasn't written that he was a different race on top.
It would have just been a human, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I get that, like, the Starfleet uniform isn't exactly, like, descript, but there's, like, Bajoran uniforms that we know what it looks like. Also, that arm should not bend that way.
Right.
And then, like, scroll down to, like, anything below the shoulders.
It's like... the artist drew it on something else, on a white background. And then they had to cut it out and put it onto this dark.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hold on, there's another picture that you'll fucking shit yourself, I think, if you see. I've got to find it. Because it looks like they, like some of the images, like,
okay,
like, real passable.
all that.
Some of them, not great. Some of them, passable. They really, like, heavily use the main image.
Do they repeat images?
Yeah, sometimes.
Is this done?
Sort of. I mean, the whole graphic design of this entire rulebook is hot trash as well, I have to say.
I wonder what these people have done before.
Conan. Oh, yeah, I found it. Oh, thank God I found it. So this image is like full...
See, Gavin said he DMs like you do.
Oh, yeah?
With just little notes.
All right, Gavin. So this is an image that appears in the official rulebook. I have sent it to you in Facebook.
It is coming through. Woofa doofa. It's the same artist, right? It's gotta be the same artist.
I spend like a lot of time zooming in. Like the more you zoom in, the better this image gets.
Ooh. Fun. Okay. We need to talk a lot about this photo.
So I mean, clearly there's like 3 sparklers.
Yes. First of all, yes. So they went Google Images, sparks.
Yeah.
Set to overlay. There's 1, 2. I'm just glad I can draw on these pictures. Yes, because we have. So this spark is. Here, Marco, let's do this. I'm John Madden you for a second. Can you see what I'm drawing?
I can.
Okay. This is our point of origin.
Yes.
We have a spark coming out this way. Correct. We have a spark coming out this way. We have a spark disappearing behind this plane here.
Could happen. You don't know.
There's a lot of crazy angles. So it's there, but there are sparks going in front of this hand and then behind. So his hand's right in the fire. It's got to be right in the fire.
Oh yeah, his hand is on fire.
See, and this, I now looking at it more, this spark is coming from the control panel way back there. But it's the same size and perspective as this one way up close to us. So it must
be an explosion happening 4 foot off the ground in the middle of the air.
Right above his hand.
What I'm more amazed at is
her head.
The face is clearly not even painted. That's a photograph. But they have painted on the hair and the mustache.
Are you kidding? Hold on.
No. Like, look at that mustache.
They traced this guy's face and then gave him someone else's hair?
Absolutely.
Hold on. Wait, I can fix it, Marco. I can fix it. Hold on. I can return him to a normal head.
Amazing.
Proportions are correct again. Wait. Oh no. Undo that. Hold on.
And like, where the fuck is his right shoulder? Can you draw a line where you think his right shoulder stops?
There you go, Marco.
Yeah, you made his head so much better immediately.
So, you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to do this for you, Marco. The spine.
His spine, yeah. Right? I immediately don't think that's where that is either.
I'm going to give some ribs in here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're going to get some of these bones. Right?
I believe the doctors call those shoulder bones.
Shoulder bones. These are your milk lifting bones. Right? That's looking right so far. There's the spine. Right? We've got tibia, fibia. Or is that their legs?
Yeah, all that checks out.
Right? Then we gotta go.
Like down. It must be down.
It must be this.
Must be this.
Right? But if he's leaning in front of her, see, this arm is going this way, but his body is going this way over her shoulder.
Yeah, it's not great. And like the whole book is kind of like this. But like, there are some like 2 pages after. There's like a beautiful space scene, like really well made, well shot, well composed. There's just a lot of crap. I think like they didn't have time to like reject anything.
So I want to show you a little bit of Dungeon World.
Show me.
So this is what we've been using in a separate campaign that I play, and what we did for Kingfish Chronicles. Because everyone sort of has their shtick and plays the game a little bit differently. So I want to show you what those look like. As far as pushing the narrative forward-wise, right? So everyone has this top bit, pretty much the same stats. Then you choose essentially what is your MO. And then at the end, at your end of session, if you fulfill that MO, you get experience. Space for bonds, that if you fulfill those, you get experience with other players. But this moves thing is what I'm talking about. So when your character does its specific thing, and it has to roll a check, it doesn't roll the same check everyone else does. It has its own move, right? So this one, being the Sky Dancer, is someone who has built themselves wings, or sort of like Icarus style, right? So when you use those wings and take to the sky, you're capable of controlled flight. You can fly as often and as far as you like, although you may need to undertake. So each roll sort of ends up like this. When you fly to get somewhere that otherwise out of reach, roll plus dex. And then you have these 3 categories. You have the fail, the success, and this like soft
Mm-hmm.
middle ground. So 10 plus is a success, and you get where you need to be, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
You push the story forward in that light path, in the best path, right? 6 lower, you failed. There's the dark path, and then you get this weird, fun middle path that is in the middle of the bell curve because you're rolling 2 dice, and most numbers end up being between 7 and 9. You're there, but you choose one, and so it hands it over to the player, and it's like, you've told me what you're trying to do. Now make it difficult for yourself.
Yeah.
Or explain to me what was your trouble, right? So a threat is waiting for you. The winds are uncooperative. Your landing is better described as a crash, and then I can take that back and move forward with the narrative with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really cool. And so a lot of like attacking with special weapons works that way, where it's like, if I have a particularly explosive weapon, I could choose to do damage to myself, or choose to do damage to my friends, or
Yeah, some sort of bad negativo.
It's really, really cool. And then you can expand on those as you level up. You get all these second and third categories of moves that either stack up on each other or give you something new. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I've definitely been into trying.
I think. Oh, we should say while Raph and CJ are gone. We might do some more Kingfish Chronicles.
I think so.
To give Marco a chance to play, because he doesn't get to play that often. Explore more of what my DM style is like, and what the future of our sort of quote unquote universe is like, and it's fun to have these crazy diverse characters that we can like
just do
one off
shit with. Yeah, and not stress about
Men in Black style.
In that campaign with that they were just reading off of, I'm gonna start to roll a mega dungeon with them. So they're actually going into the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh yeah.
If you look up as like a super classic,
absolutely,
mega dungeon. So
wasn't there a 5th edition?
Sorry.
Wasn't there a 5th edition sort of spin on it?
I don't know. I should actually go look that up. I found like the original OG PDF, and I'm making just like the first level what they have to do, but I'm gonna like open up and every other level for them. Like if they want to, it's there and they can do crazy shit with it. And I think I'm like giving them options that they can like leave and come back and do all that stuff like that, which I think will be really good, because like it's one of those things that they can always come back to. I don't know. I've really become like fascinated lately with like D&D campaigns where the players tell me what they want to do.
Yeah. Well, I was saying in this Dungeon World campaign I play, we have almost like a pin board where it's like, these are things that are happening. Rip one off and go chase it, however, at your discretion. It's like, this is interesting, or I need more of this. Maybe this quest will help with that.
Yeah, just giving people options. It's like the first DM that we ever played with. Poor guy, I think, was used to like really go-getter players. So he gave us this like really super ripe,
open-ended, sandboxy,
crazy thing. But we never got to use anything with it because we just like weren't used to it.
We didn't know what our options were.
Yeah. And then I think that's like the two. Every time I like come into a new room of players, the two things I'm always like kind of like half fighting them for is like, or not even fighting them, just like the things I immediately try to impress on them is like how free they can get with role playing and how free they can get within my world.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been kind of struggling with this last player group a little bit. I think it's because like the first time they've done everything.
For sure.
Maybe I'm not even struggling. I'm just like expecting them to like go wild.
And they're playing T-ball. You're setting it up and they're hitting it out of the park.
Yeah, and it's like I can't blame them because like 3 out of 4 of the players really just like combat.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't the most wild. They just kind of just like are into do it to smash some zombies, not to like go sneak in and do reconnaissance against the evil empire that I've set up. It's like as a DM I get why, but also I don't get why, because like, oh, you could totally do this or this or this or this. But I think
that's also you as a player and as a consumer of literature.
I also get like, I think my players are like scared to ruin my story.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just haven't impressed the fact that like, oh no, like please do not worry about that. I don't have a story. Like in the way that you think I have a story, I don't. And like I would be so much more happy and impressed and thrilled if you did subvert me and come up with your own weird shit, or like it's better when a DM is also surprised. It's really nice.
Yeah, you don't have an end game.
Yeah,
that's going to be let down.
Yeah, I'm not going to be disappointed if you get around this in combat. It's like no. If you do, I'm thrilled that you did. You won.
Mm-hmm. Upon further research, Marco, Mental Evil came out 2 years ago.
For 5th edition?
Yep.
What?
And there's a free player's companion book, and there's a not free rulebook.
Well, let's see if we can get this.